Good evening, and thank you for choosing NYNJPA Weather as your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino. Well, today was definitely a very fall-like day, with temperatures only rising into the mid-60s over the interior to mid-70s over parts of the Philadelphia metropolitan area for highs. A far cry from what we saw just a month ago with temperatures in the 80s and 90s. So clearly we have a much better fall-like pattern in place. And we can see high pressure from Canada continuing to build into the northern mid-Atlantic. However, it was awfully cloudy today. Let's take a look at the satellite picture and I'll explain to you why it was so cloudy. This is the visible satellite picture, and as you can see we have plenty of cloud cover throughout the entire northern mid-Atlantic. The reason why we had cloud cover over much of the northern mid-Atlantic and northeast is because we had cold air aloft. And basically what happened is that the surface and much of the boundary layer, up to let's say 10 meters, is much warmer than the upper levels. As a result, as that warm air rose and the moisture within that warm air condensed, clouds formed. Now this cloud cover won't produce much of it, if any, rainfall, because there isn't really much in the way of lifting, and the moisture is rather limited. It is pretty dry out there. So we won't see much in the way of rainfall out of any of these clouds, but we certainly had a much cooler day than what some were expecting, and certainly a lot more clouds. Can the same be expected tomorrow? Not likely, and the reason why is because the cold air aloft will not be as extreme as what we saw today. There still will be scattered clouds around the region. However, we are taking an eye on a disturbance that is moving through the Mississippi Valley that may produce some rainfall for Sunday. Now, this is the water vapor satellite picture, and what you can see here is that the remnants of Hermine is moving through the Mississippi River Valley with some moderate to heavy rainfall. By the time it reaches the northern mid-Atlantic on Sunday, it's going to be stretched and pulled apart by the disturbance that is moving through the Rockies right now and entering the plains. So basically what we can expect is on tomorrow and for Saturday, clear skies, very comfortable conditions, very fall-like conditions, temperatures in the 60s and 70s, very nice weather conditions. Overnight, tonight and on Saturday morning, temperatures are going to be very cool. Look for temperatures falling into the 40s over the interior and into the 50s along the coast. So clearly fall is in the air. The disturbance and the upper level trough to the west is going to move through the northern mid-Atlantic on Sunday with some light to moderate rainfall up to a half an inch possible at most. It's really not going to be a big deal as far as a rain event. In fact, some locations will not have any rainfall at all, as I think a lot of this rain is going to become scattered and broken up and exit out into the Atlantic rather quickly. By Sunday evening, high pressure returns, and high pressure will remain in control through Tuesday before another strong cold front moves through with even cooler air. How cool? How about highs in the upper 60s in New York City by Wednesday and Thursday? That's how cool. So clearly a fall pattern is setting in. Just remember, a month ago we were in the 90s and now we're falling into the 60s. So clearly we're in a transition to a new pattern. This is NYNJPA Weather. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino. Thank you for trusting us for your weather needs for the northern mid-Atlantic. Have an excellent evening and stay safe out there.